Viking Circle. We got Byron Murphy here.
Yes, sir.
Byron, this is going to be one of my favorite ones. One, because we got a defensive player, but this is the first cornerback, defensive back we had on this show. You ready?
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
All right,
especially the first one.
Yeah,
Let's go.
you ready?
Get it.
Man, second year in Minnesota.
Yes, sir. Second year.
For a guy that's from Arizona, played in Arizona, you went to school at Washington. Like, what hobbies do you pick up when you move across the country?
I would say for me, number one for me is gaming. I've always been a game head. Call of Duty's been my game forever. But adjusting from that heat outside, you gotta stay inside a little bit. It's too hot out there. So I stay in the house, play the game, but Call of Duty's my main game I play.
Was Minnesota what was expected when it came to weather?
So when I actually came out here to visit one of my bros, Irv, when he was out here. And I'm not gonna lie, I think it was probably negative something. I'm like, man, it's cold out here. Obviously coming from AZ, but no, when I first got out here, I liked this place. It was beautiful. I don't get snow as much, so it was a different sightseeing for sure.
Man, that's always the most interesting part of like a player going to a new team is understanding what the new climate is and then kind of getting adjusted from there. For you, that adjustment period, like how did you balance off the field versus on the field?
I would say balancing it just, me going to college at UW, I kind of got a little bit of that weather, I would say, trying to adjust to that. It rained a lot and all that, snowed a little bit, so I got some of them snow games out of my belt, which was kind of hard for me being from Arizona. But I think the adjustment is just, just coming, ball is what I love to do. So when I come out there, it's really just whatever the weather is, whatever the day is, I usually go out there and attack it.
I'm thinking about, the snow, right? Because granted, we play indoors, but for a DB, like, what is snow games like? Because defensive lineman loves it.
I feel like they in the trenches, so they gotta love it. But us as DBs, I'm not even gonna lie, our hands be cold. We gotta go press, we gotta go catch the ball. So, we just gotta go out there and play. But once we get going, we got the seat warmers and all that now. So, as you get going, your body kind of adjusts to it.
And I feel like you're a guy that predicates himself on swag, game day swag.
Yeah, you gotta have the fit.
I mean, we've seen, your pregame fits, even some of your in-game fits. Like you got the 7 hearts on your thigh pads.
Yeah.
Talk to our fans. Describe what your off-the-field passions are and what they mean to you.
Yeah, off the field, I would say fashion is definitely number one.
Okay.
I like to make clothes. My 7 heart thing came from high school. I started it. But like I said, when I was having my son, I was just, going through the process, thinking of stuff, ways I could, just use his name. So 7 hearts, he got 7 letters in his name, so I kind of came up with that idea. Hearts is kind of just, it's always love with me, just, showing love. That's just my biggest thing. But ever since then, I just kept that passion to keep sticking with it. Got some clothes coming out for this season, nice. So the game day walk-in, I'm gonna have some 7 heart drip on.
Nice.
Yeah, and then obviously y'all gotta come get some. I'm gonna get y'all some too.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thinking about your position group, right? Growing up, what cornerback did you model your game after?
Yeah, number one was definitely Patrick Peterson.
Okay.
Being from Arizona, got to watch him all my life. Actually got to meet him, in high school and all those, just get the knowledge from him. And then once Tyrann Mathieu came to AZ, watching their highlights from college, to this day I still think they got one of the best highlights, them two together in college. So once he came to AZ, I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely with the Cardinals now. We got 2 of the best players I watched, all my life. So that's probably one of the best things, grow up to watch them in AZ and being from Arizona, they get to come to my home city.
My final question for you before we close this thing out is, it was just announced that 2028 Olympics, we're gonna have flag football.
Woo, yep.
Jalen Hurts introduced a commercial.
I seen something about that on Twitter, yep.
My first thought process was, all right, like how do we build the perfect flag football team out of NFL players? So give me offense and defense, 5-on-5, flag football. Who would be your guys?
Offense. So first we're gonna start off with the quarterback position. I'm probably gonna have to go Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
Receiver-wise, JJ, number 1. Tyreek Hill,
okay.
That's speedy. I need that speed receiver. And then third, I'll probably go with, I'm gonna go Devontae Adams.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Devontae Adams.
And then tight end?
Tight end, I gotta go Travis Kelce.
Got it. All right, defensive side of the ball.
2 safeties. Gotta go with my dog Harry.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Buda Baker, someone I was with since college. I came in the league with, who just, got me through this process.
Okay.
DBs, I'm putting myself.
Okay.
Myself gotta be on that field. I'm gonna go Jalen Ramsey next to me.
Okay. And then lastly, the rusher.
I gotta go with my dog Cam Beasley.
Okay.
I got to.
That's a smart move.
I got to. I gotta go with my dogs, regardless.
I love that. I mean, you picked 3 of your teammates currently and 1 of your former teammates. But speaking of this defense, with those 2 teammates that you just named, What can Vikings fans expect this year in 2024?
Man, we coming to ball. We got a lot to prove. We got a lot of, stuff that we couldn't handle, in our process in our room, Kyrie, and then, Makai went down. So those things, God just, that's God's plan. But, just something more, a chip on our shoulder, I would say. But we coming out there to make plays, have fun, what can I say, make a movie. You already know. We coming to ball. Yes, sir.
My guy.
Yes, sir, my
guy. Appreciate
you, bro. Yes, sir.